Let's Talk 427911, called I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. It's from the artist Fumi Miyabi or Bungo. It's got a weird set of tags, so let's jump into it. The doujin starts out with a classroom setting, and this girl walking into a room. She walks up to the main guy, Adachi, who's just on his phone, but turns out he's not watching the most wholesome of things on his phone. This makes the main girl freak out and starts yelling at him, which he's just too nonchalant about. She gives him a lecture on why he should be watching those videos in school, but Adachi just kinda insults her, making her stop and tear up. She regains composure and continues her lecture as she turns away, which Adachi thinks is so easy, but not convincing at all, cause I mean, she do got those, which makes our MC here want to fail a certain month event on them while foreshadowing. It cuts to the MC at a shop, grabbing something that looks like lotion, but he accidentally bumps into someone. He turns to say it's fine, but recognizes the face as the face of the Prez. They're both startled at seeing each other, and the Prez tries to play it off, but instantly gets called out by Adachi. She asks what he's doing in a place like that, which he holds up that Tenga from before, saying he's a regular there. He's surprised to see the anti-impure behavior Prez to be in a place like that, but of course, even she has her own desires. That alone makes Adachi's heart skip a beat before saying he wants to see her pleasure herself, which is just startling for both me and her, and Adachi takes this time to confess his feelings for her. It was so sudden, and he's got a bit of lever action down there, and he whispers in her ear that he's eager. She turns away, but says that if he shows her how he does it, then in return, she shall show him. That's a tongue twister and a half. It cuts to afterwards, when they're at her house, headed up to her room. Her parents are away, but Adachi's surprised by the smell of her room. It's a bit incautious of her to wear the school uniform to that place, but luckily they think she's just cosplaying or something. This is all just idle chatter because Adachi's nervous to think that things would go straight to this. They do their thing before doing the thing with each other. They finish up and it cuts to a bin with a bunch of tissues and her saying that she's his, and saying that they shouldn't go too wild when they're doing it. Adachi thinks she's joking, because there's no way a classmate girl would let that happen. He turns back to Misaki, trust me that's her name, it happened during the date, all of that, and she turns blushing. And the doujin ends with us finding out that the Prez has another secret now. Overall, I rate this a 9 out of 10. It's a weird read, but weird in a good way. The art style and characters were good and enjoyable. I recommend you check it out for yourselves as always. That's all I got. I'll see you in the next one.
Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul. These hentai babes make me drool. Hasane Biku is great. She makes me masturbate. Fairy tale.